Alrighty, everybody, welcome once again for the Global Racing League Schumacher Series Brazilian Grand Prix from Interlagos, one of my most favorite tracks on the planet. I am back once again, everyone. I hope you all doing very well this evening. I'm sorry if I'm not my usual boisterous self. I'm feeling a little under the weather, but we are going to push on. Second last race of the season. And we do have a sprint race to determine qualification positions this evening, which we all love. So there, let's see what happens here. Yeah, something like that, Mad Spirit. Shut up. I don't know. I can't talk anymore. I am under the weather. So, anywho, we are doing our one-shot quali. I think the volume might be a little bit high. Let me just turn that down. There we go, that's a bit better. So, on board with Elmo, we'll just ride with whatever random driver. It's pretty hard to really keep up with the action, given that we're doing a one-shot quali. Shakespeare invented words all the time. Yeah, well, you know, some do describe me as a modern-day Shakespeare. I wouldn't personally, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So Elmo looking pretty tidy here. He's sort of floating anywhere between first and fifth at the moment. I think he's going to hold that fifth position as it stands, or up into fourth. And of course, this will determine the starting lineup for the sprint race. Of course, 5 laps, which will then lead us to the main race. CSAVs with the fastest time, 1:07.069. So very well done there. He goes first. Very, very tight between everyone. A-Lock a little bit off the pace there, but not too far off. A couple of disqualifications there that I missed. There we have it. That's sorted out our starting lineup for this sprint. If Shakespeare commentated F1, it would definitely be like this. I don't know about that. Anyway, there's confirmation of all the positions. CSAVs, Hickey Cat, Rico taking out the third position. Elmo then in fourth. The Ducks, the Viking in sixth. Mason, Cheeky got a DJ Millsy in ninth. Noxy, who's a new name in my world, in 10th. We then had O10s, A-Lock, Sinker, and Charlie, who is another new name. So welcome, Charlie, A-Lock, and Noxy. Anywho, we are just now awaiting for the start of this race. Mad Spirit, is the chat too big or anything on the screen? Can you just let me know? If it is, I can adjust it. So for those that aren't familiar, we will now go for 5 laps. And it's been cut off on the right side. Hold on. Okay, I'll try and fix that very quickly. Yep, I see. There we go. That should be better. Bit smaller. Okay, we'll do that after the sprint race. Lights are on, lights are on. Off they go, and we are racing. So CSAV seem to have a pretty good start there. A little bit of action going on in the back there. We see, who was that? I think Elmo with a big crash there. On board currently was Mason. Rico seemed to make a little bit of contact with him there. With 3 abreast further afield there. An action-packed start there. Of course, all the drivers will go all out here. It's not like real-life F1 where you have to actually preserve the car. You can actually go all out in our F1 sprint races. Interlagos, one of my most favourite tracks. Absolute classic on the calendar. I'm a big fan of this track. It's got everything you could ever want. It's got some very flat out bits, some more technical parts as well. So we're definitely in for a good evening of racing. So on board with Millsy at the moment, currently in P8. We will get a bit more detail up as well. Let's see, we need that, we need that, we need that. Here we go. So CSAB's with the fastest time, 1:12, I think 1:57 if I'm not mistaken. We can see the interval changes there. So Mason with a great start off the line. Going to move on board with Cheeky Otter, currently chasing down the Viking. Right on his tail there. No DRS obviously at this point. We will get that enabled, assuming nothing goes wrong on the next lap. So yeah, there's a little bit of pace here. This is obviously the technical part. You can brake quite late and really get on the tail, but there's definitely no overtaking opportunities through these parts. So we will await to see. As we enter the main straight, we will not have DRS through the main straight. It will be enabled on the second straight. Just looking a little bit further afield on board with Noxie now, currently trying to chase DJ Millsy. So quite close there. CSAB's now setting another quickest time of 1:07.969, and I love the number 69, so that's very good. Well done to you, CSABs. So we will now have DRS enabled. The flaps will open up on all these cars. We'll ride on board with V-Ducks. Close to Cheeky Otter there. Viking didn't have DRS there by the look.
V-Ducks setting a purple through Sector 1, so very impressive. We see a yellow flag in Sector 3. Was that O10s? It might have been, I think. O10s might be retiring. It will not matter because it is a sprint race, so we will not have any safety cars. But back on board with V-Ducks. CSABs has absolutely taken off. He's already built nearly a 2.8, and now at 2.8 second lead, which I think he's just going to continue to grow. It's, yeah, absolutely insane. Mason there with an overtake. Hickey Cat seemed to have some issues there. Rico on the outside going by. Hickey Cat gets that position back. Can Rico make it stick? Very weird line there, but manages to get it done. So well done, Rico. Moves up into P2. Hickey Cat losing that position. Mason now absolutely ripping along. Oh, and they're pretty much three abreast. Mason runs wide there. Might have been forced off the track a little bit there. Viking now looking to make the most of all this. Right on the tail of Mason, but he kind of... what's the word? He eases off. That's not what I was looking for, but yeah. A-Lock issued with 2-second time penalty for, I think, multiple infringements. Having a look here with Sinker now. We've got a good battle going on between V-Ducks, Noxie, and Millsy. I think V-Ducks might have some damage. I'll look on board with Charlie, just seeing if we can see what's going on there. We can't really. V-Ducks seems to not have the pace. We are on the last lap now, though, so I don't think he's going to be too worried. Oh, and no, V-Ducks now gets back in front of Sinker. Having a look now, Noxie v Millsy. So it's all happening here. I think we're going to have a very eventful main race. As I said, I do like Interlagos. It is a good track. Sinker manages to get back in front of V-Ducks, probably due to the DRS effect. I'd say this is how the field will settle. Rico is 4.5 seconds off CSAV. CSAV has absolutely killed it. So he will be starting in P1. To many, not a surprise. Viking has managed to move up into P3, so that's very well done. We'll be looking to make the most of that going into the race. Might be able to get some really good points today, just to round out his season. Always a classy driver, the Viking is, so
We have confirmation. CSAB's in P1. Rico next over the line. The Viking then. Mason, Cheeky, Otter, Hikicat, DJ Millsy, Noxy then. Sinker. V-Ducks will cross the line next. A-Lock then in P11. And we will ride on board with Charlie as he goes over the line. And he finishes it out. So pretty eventful sprint race. That was good. I enjoyed it. So we will now have to just wait. Viking with driver of the day. Wouldn't normally be issued during a sprint race, but here we are. Apparently the new game will have sprint races, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, we will just have to wait. We see CSAB's accepting his trophy. Normally it would be a reef. They spray each other. They're Sean Dawn. So yeah, we're just going to have to wait for the Viking just to set up the next lobby. And then we will be racing once again. So strap yourselves in, folks. I think it's going to be very good. Probably a good time. I did forget to do this. Sorry, as I said, I'm feeling a little ill tonight. And I will adjust that chat as well. Just to make it a bit smaller. Sorry, you can't see certain things. That might be a little bit better. We'll move that. Oops. Sort of move. Why does it keep doing that? There we go. So just move that to about... No. There we go. Alright, so we'll just chill out for a second. And then we will be off and racing. That was pretty intense, Millsy. that was a pretty good sprint race. I did enjoy that. Hello, HK. Thanks, mate. Alright, so we're about to get going once again. No FB stream. Sorry. I think Viking has to set that one up. Sorry. I don't know how to do it. I ruined Facebook. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. I ruined Facebook. That's why I don't play any music anymore. I feel so bad about that. Anyway, I haven't mentioned our sponsors as well, so of course we always want to shout them out. So let's start with Sim Racing, like sa.co.za. All your sim racing needs in South Africa, please check them out. We also have Shutter Media, one and only DJ Millsy's company, and of course we have what am I even talking about anymore? I'm so tired. God damn it. Oh God, how have I forgotten? It's probably on the... How have I forgotten? Sully's. Check out them. Oh, this is professional. Anywho, second last race of the season. We are about to get underway. Yeah, shut up, Mad Spirit. Shut up. You can see it all below. You can see who sponsors us there. But they are wonderful. We do love them. He would have done that, yeah. All right, lights on, lights on, lights on, lights on. We await them to go out, and there was a very quick start there. Off we go. So CSAVs seem to have a pretty good start there. Managed to maintain that lead. Viking and Mason duking it out a little bit. Ooh, 3 abreast towards the rear. Sinker moving up a position. Very clean start though. No incidents to report, so that's good. We'll let's get a bit more detail on here. Hey.
Oh, virtual safety car. So, I didn't even see what happened there. So, Sinker and Millsy have taken it, and we have a full safety car there.
So I'll give you a tip there, Mad Spirit. Just go for Rico or CSAVs or Mason or Viking or Cheeky Otto or Hickey Cat or V-Dux or Noxie or O10s or Charlie or Elmo or A-Lock. If you pick one of them, then you can't go wrong. It's pretty easy. All right, so we already have a safety car. We did have a very clean start there. I'm so sorry. I didn't really catch what was going on. I was trying to just adjust things. Yeah, I'm very insightful in that respect. Yeah, Mason's probably the dark horse, so to speak. You never know with Mason. You never ever know. So, mate, we are on board with Mason. He's just revving the hell out of his engine, just for a laugh. Getting that heat into it. So they've caught the safety car. Safety car could come out pretty easily there. So O10's with the best start there, moving up into P9. Looks a little bit overcast. We could see some rain. I would like that. That would be cool. But we will see. We will see. Just going to have a quick look at chat and try and see what happens. Don't know if there's any hostility. There doesn't seem to be any hostility between Sinker and Millsy. I'm going to assume something happened there. I can't believe I missed that. That's so me. And CSAV's probably going to win, to be honest. We'll see. You never know. Yeah, Millsy out. It's very unfortunate.
Disappointing too, because we did have a fairly strong. We have had some, at least on the last couple of ones I've done, not the biggest turnouts, but we had 14 drivers. We're down to 12 now. You're going for CSAVs? Yeah, that's pretty safe money. Like, the odds, if anyone's, because I'm a gambling man, if anyone wants to bet on CSAVs, I'm offering like $1.05 odds on him. So you're not going to make much money. Well, no, I'm giving a tip. Tips are different to financial advice. See, I can tell you who to gamble on. I can't tell you how to invest your money. There's a big difference. See, gambling isn't investing.
That's right, HK. Yeah. I should run a bookie scam like on here. Anyway, the safety car is in this lap. God, I could make some good coin if I did that. Anyway. So CSABs will get us going once again. We will ride off board with him. We're getting some terrible camera angles. Let's see what Rico can offer. CSABs seems to be taking his time. He's going to wait until the very last minute. There we go. Off he goes. So Mason looking good currently. Just going to ride on board with Hickey Cat. Oh, Vicky Ducks. Oh, no, Viducks. No. Clip that curb and just lost control of the car. Loses a bunch of positions there. Finds himself in second last. As we move further in front, Viducks now having a look on Hickey Cat. Wait, what was it? No, wait, that was Cheeky Otter, wasn't it? Sorry. I don't know about it. No, $1.30 for CSABs is like way too good. It's like I said, it's $1.05 for him. It's almost guaranteed. On board with O10s now. CSABs has already managed to get one. He's just flying along. 1.5 seconds in front now. Mason at 4 is not bad. Rico at 2.20. I don't mind those odds, but CSABs would be $1.05. Charlie losing the position to Elmo. CSABs with the fastest time, 1:09.031. Pretty impressive given the pretty heavy fuel load. We see O10s now battling with Hickey Cat. Can he make it stick? He does. He asserts his dominance there on Hickey Cat. So O10, 7 positions up. That's very good. Well done to him. So we ride on board with the Viking, currently in P4. Has lost 1 position, but can never be ruled out. Definitely a master of pit strat. So we'll see what will happen with him this evening. As I look a little bit further afield, Elmo seems to be quite close to Hickey Cat. We do have a good battle between Hickey Cat. Ooh, whoa, Hickey Cat. Big amount of oversteer there. It does look like it's trying to rain. I'm almost certain it's trying to rain. So we ride on board with O10s now. Trying to have a bit of a look on the outside of, the inside of Viducks. Gets by pretty easily. We won't have DRS, or will we? Yeah, no, not this lap. Yeah, fair enough, HK. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That's actually a really good point. I like that. See, I've never been a bookkeeper, so but it might be the thing I pursue next. So we are definitely going to see some rain, I think. Could be wrong, but I definitely feel like we saw some droplets of rain. Definitely, yeah, we are seeing rain. It's raining. The lower half of the track, it's raining. On the top, on top of the mountain, it isn't. So it's going to create very interesting conditions here. They'll get wet down here, and then they will be in the dry up the top. But HK, I believe the next stream I'll be doing will be Bookie Simulator. I don't know if that's a game. I wish it, hopefully it is. O10's now right on the tail of the Viking. So they're not going to pit yet. They're going to definitely going to stay out. We are starting to see a bit more rain up the top here. Viking on the outside now. O10's on the outside of the Viking. Gets the job done pretty easily with that DRS. Unga chunga.
As you know, I like it when it's wet. And that's what she said.
So, no, I'm definitely excited for the remainder of this race. We are on to lap 7 of 36. So we are cutting through the laps. Interlagos is, of course, a fairly short track, so we can cut through them. But things are going to get pretty wild once this rain starts to come down a bit more. I'd say it's going to get heavier, but looking at those clouds, I think we're in for a treat this evening, folks. CSAVs has managed to build a 3-second lead or so on Rico, so he won't be too worried. O10's now we're right on board with. Managed to force his way past the Viking. 9 positions up. O10's very much a hit or miss person. I don't mean that in a bad way, but he either crashes or he absolutely dominates, and today seems to be a dominant day. Mason now right on the tail of Rico. So Rico, all the work to do here. Will not have DRS. Has ERS in hand, but he's probably willing to reserve it. Mason and O10's both get in front. Has a bit of a look on the outside there, but he's never going to make that work. Well, yeah, maybe I'll program that game. Yeah. You play a bookkeeper at the at Doomben Racecourse. Chaos Mad Spirit Industry. Oh dear. Yeah, we could do that. Yes. Anyway, we're here for F1. Let's run on board with O10s now. So the battle for second, third, and fourth is really looking very interesting at this stage. I think Rico is just sort of holding out a little bit, trying to preserve the tyres somewhat. But I feel like the rain is maybe easing. No, it's definitely still raining. I think that's a very good idea, guys. Yeah, definitely do that. O10's now having a look on the inside, manages to get by with that DRS assistance. But yeah, they've got similar ERS, but yeah, the thing that makes me think Rico isn't too worried is just the amount of ERS he has, and now that he's behind them, he's got DRS, so he's not going to be too worried. The rain does seem to be coming down a bit heavier. It's definitely not pooling on the track though. I think it's just making it inconvenient for all. Now on board with Hickey Cat, so we can see a good shot of Elmo and Vidux battling it out. Charlie isn't too far off the pace there in ninth, so he's looking pretty good there. Moving up 3 positions as well, so that's pretty good. We are going to have a look now at tyres. Just having a look here. So we've got CSAVs, O10s, Vidux, Elmo, Charlie, A-Lock all on the softs. And the rest of the field, Mason, Rico, the Viking, Hickey Cat, Cheeky Otter, and Noxie on mediums. We see Cheeky Otter pitting. Let's go have a quick look here. Is he just pitting for tyres? He is. He's going to a pair of inters. No, sorry. He is changing the wing. I thought that might be why he's going in. So Cheeky Otter first to go to wets. Might not be a bad idea. I don't know. It's hard to say. It doesn't look like it wants to rain heaps, but it's hard to say. So Cheeky Otter might burn those tyres up. He's definitely gambling here. I think he's gambling a bit, but he definitely had to pit if he had wing damage, so. But yeah, we could call the simulator the Tom Waterhouse experience or something like that. I think, yeah. Bet under your head, not over it. Anyway, I wish I could program better than I can. So on board with Elmo now, currently behind Vidux. Viking, he has slipped down into 5th position. Vidux running real wide there. He's doesn't feel he has the pace, I guess. So he's let Elmo go by. So that's actually some good sportsmanship. He would charge too much. Yeah. He would HK. Yeah. That would be classic Waterhouse move. So yeah, this rain just doesn't really want to do anything. It's just an inconvenience at this point. Really interested to see. I think Cheeky Otter's going to regret this move. I could be wrong, but on board with Rico, I see he's right on the tail of Mason. That's the DRS right on the tail, looks on the inside, and gets it done pretty easily. V-Dux is now in the pit. Oh no, he might not be able to make a stick there, wheel to wheel. Who will have the DRS here? That's the question. Can't really see. If we go off-board... No, that's a fucking terrible angle. Oh, I swore. First swear of the race. But yeah, Rico gets in front. So V-Dux is in the pit. He switched to a pair of softs. So he's not too worried about this wet weather. Which, I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say what's going to happen here. It does seem to be coming down a little bit more now. Particularly in the lower part here. So I'd say we're going to start seeing some pools of water very soon. I reckon about lap 20, it's actually, the track's going to be drenched in this lower half. But we'll see. If they drive fast enough, they can avoid the raindrops. So on board with Elmo chasing Mason. Mason, that DRS has a go. Rico's ERS management is absolutely nuts. I don't think he's going to be too worried about O10s, given that he might have knowledge that... Oh, Mason now with DRS. Gets that job done pretty easy. But they're both not going to be too worried about O10s because he's on those softs, and they're probably going to last... I reckon they've got 4 more laps in them. I could be wrong. Something like that. So we'll see. We'll see. Having a look at Elmo. And, oh no, A-lock. Oh, what happened to A-lock? So, oh, and we have a safety car. Safety car. I didn't see what happened to A-lock. Oh, very unfortunate for him. First race I've managed to commentate with him on board. Cheeky Otter very wisely decides to pit. Just want to see what he's going to do here. Is he going to go back to a softer compound with less ribbing for her pleasure? Yeah, he does. He goes to a he goes to a oh, I make myself laugh sometimes. He goes to a soft compound there. So we're on to the slicks. So a lot of people coming into pit. You're definitely going to see the softies come in. Noxie issued with a drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. It is, at least as in terms of me commentating his first race. So he might not be aware of the manual pits. So he's going to have to serve that. He won't be able to serve it under the safety car. I don't think he can. He's going to come in, but I don't think you can serve a drive-through under safety car conditions, if I'm not mistaken. So he's going to have to... Oh, no, yeah. But he does go to a pair of softs. He might have wanted to do that, but yeah, he's still going to have to go do a drive-through? Yeah, am I going crazy? I thought you had to do it during normal racing. We'll find out in a second. Yeah, so he still has to do his drive-through. We can have a look at penalties. Yeah, he still has his drive-through. So the cars are bunching up behind this safety car. This is the second one we've had this race. But yeah, I might start a book. Can I start a bookkeeping thing with with all the global racing league? Leave your comments below. I reckon I could. I reckon I could turn some good profit. Like, CSAVs would always be at like $1.05, like, so I don't lose too much. Or I could set up something more like a Betfair kind of, you know, like a betting exchange. Maybe that's what I could facilitate. I'll set up a betting exchange where all of y'all can like gamble, and I just take like a tiny commission from each bet.
Like a 2% commission.
Yeah, let me know if you want me to do it. I will. So yeah, we're just chilling out. This rain just doesn't know what it wants to do. It's definitely heavier down the bottom of the track compared to the top. But I just don't feel like it's really going to pour. But we'll see. Maybe at the end it will.
Time will tell.
So I might just take this opportunity to quickly get another drink. I'll be right back. Oh, what happened? Yeah. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, so Hickey Cat's out now. Oof. Does that extend the safety car? I feel like I should have been coming back to the race starting. So sorry about that, folks. I missed something. They are moving to the... No, they are going. Oh, okay. Sorry. So yeah, it's definitely the conditions have deteriorated very rapidly while I was gone. A lot of the drivers are moving to those inters, probably very wisely. CSAVs is amongst them. Just gonna have a look on board with Mason now. That's by Rico. Oh, did he? Oh, no. Well, that sucks. And we see, yeah, but the key point here is, yeah, CSAV's on those inters now. And the front runners are on softer compounds. So they're no doubt regretting a lot of life decisions at this point. So they're all going to have to come in. Charlie, Noxie, the Viking, and Elmo. Noxie does have to go in for a drive-through. Oof. CSAVs and... Oh, Charlie. Oh, no. So Charlie cutting in front of CSAVs there. Hopefully he doesn't have wing damage. It doesn't look like it, but it's very hard to tell because we are on max damage. Doesn't seem to be affecting him. So we see V-Dux going into the pit. Was it V-Dux? No, Noxie went in. Sorry, Noxie went in. Charlie with a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Okay, it's all happening now. So we're halfway through this race. We're gonna see some real action now. We see a yellow flag in Sector 1, but that seems to have rectified itself. So currently the Viking leading this race from Elmo. They do have a bit of a lead on O10s, but I don't think Viking and Elmo are gonna be able to stay out there on these compounds. I could be mistaken. We'll see. So Noxie has served, by the looks, he served his drive-through.
But he's probably going to start thinking about going in for those inters.
It's definitely not going to be a full... Yeah, Elmo losing a lot of traction there. Let's see what Viking does. He stays out. So Viking has faith. He thinks this track might dry out. That's very interesting. On board with V-Dux. We've got C-Sabs as well right behind him. So this is going to be one to watch here, folks. C-Sabs, V-Dux, Rico. Of course, we'll not have any DRS now. C-Sabs with a lot of ERS though. Gets that slipstream, has a look on the outside. We'll try to outbrake V-Dux, but oh no, he gets it done. Yeah, definitely had that better line. Closes the door on him and gets into P6. Rico will be trying everything in his power to move as far in front of him as he can, but he has Mason in front of him. Mason is being held up by O10s.
Just looking again at the front of the field. It's very curious to see. I feel like the conditions are... I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. I don't know. Oh, but Elmo just struggling out of the penultimate corner there. See, Viking just stays out, building that lead up quite nicely. O10's now having a look now on the outside. We'll ride off board. Can't quite get it done. Oh, whoa, whoa! And Elmo, oof, big moment there. Did very well to control the car, but yeah, those mediums just not wanting to obey. C-Sab's now moving up in front as well, so Elmo losing a whole bunch of positions there. He lost 4 positions on the exit of that turn. In fact, now he's down to 5. V-Dux getting in front of him. So I think Elmo's going to start thinking about moving to the inters. Well, we'll see. We'll see. The rain seems to be easing. Seems to be. I don't know. If I squint really hard, it's easy. Gosh. Yeah, not around here though. It's still very wet here. These conditions are so weird. Now I want to have a look. I think the Viking really needs to pit, to be honest. I just don't know. O10's is right there. No, he stays out. So Viking has faith. The Viking might see a few bits of sun ray in the clouds. Might be thinking he can stay out there and, you know, it won't be too bad to let a few of them by. But he'll be on that soft compound and they'll have to pit because the tyre wear will be absolutely absurd if it does dry out. The Viking with a big spin. Does very well to keep the car together though. So he's probably regretting it. I think he's, yeah, I'd say that will be him in for a pair of inters. Time will tell. We'll ride on board with C-Sabs, who's cutting through the field. He's up into P4 now. Last time we were on board, he was in P6. He is human. Sometimes he is human.
Usually he is a mythological god, but occasionally he is human. So it'll be very interesting to see what he does. Just on board again with C-Savs. So he's right on the tail of Rico. This could be one of those ones where O10s wins it. Who knows? O10s with that clean air in front of him
Could just hold everyone up. Viking is in the pit. And yeah, onto a pair of inters.
That's all he doesn't need a front wing. So. C-Savs is no doubt getting a little frustrated. I feel like I can see a little bit of sunshine coming through, but we'll see. We'll see. We've got 15 laps to go. The O10's looking very tidy at the moment. Good on him. C-Savs, yeah, not quite at the pace there. He's got the ERS enabled just briefly. Rico and Mason might have really deployed it hard. Definitely seems a bit dry around, somewhat dry around these parts. I don't know. C-Savs now, really on the tail of Rico. We see Elmo now finally pitting. Back on board with C-Savs. So Elmo onto the inters. And the Viking manages to get by. So in P9, so everyone gets points, assuming they finish. C-Savs now, we're riding on board with with V-Ducks. But C-Savs having a real good look on Rico just then. So O10s will just be hoping that Rico and Mason can hold C-Savs up, which they can. They're very good at blocking, and because there's no DRS, it's all going to come down to the ERS management. And so I wouldn't be surprised if they can keep C-Savs in P4. We'll see though. C-Savs will probably pull out a trick from his bag. The term is probably hat, but I said bag. Ooh, whoa, they both hit the curb a bit there. Yeah, losing a little bit of traction there. Couldn't quite get full throttle off the on the exit of the turn as they hit the apex. Savs right on that tail of Rico. Having a look now at Viking, currently just behind Charlie. So Viking on fresh inters.
Could still do a lot of damage.
I wouldn't be surprised. He could find himself up into maybe P7. I think he could get into P7. He's probably not going to get too much further afield. He's 13 laps away from the finish. We do see Noxie. Having a spin there. I was very lucky to actually capture that. Just having a look at Charlie here. That's reduced that gap between Charlie and Noxie to 2.5 seconds. Viking slowed down because I think Charlie slowed down just a little bit because of the maybe yellow flag that was filed. And C-Savs has managed to get it done on Rico, so he's up into P3. So O10s will now probably be a little worried, but Mason's holding some pretty good pace there.
In terms of ERS management, C-Savs and Rico are pretty much on par.
O10s has all the ERS in the world, so he's just been saving it. He should probably start thinking about deploying it, given that CSAS has moved up a position. Rico was probably for lack of a better term, his best friend in terms of maintaining his position. Having a look at V-Ducks. Not too far off Rico. Chigiotta issued with the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. On board with the Viking. Currently trying to chase down Charlie. Somewhat equal on ERS. CSABS is right on the tail of Mason. I'm somewhat watching that. Just want to see if... Yeah, both of them deploying their ERS. Viking with a bit of a slipstream. Charlie sort of went over to the left a little bit. Very good line, actually. It's actually pretty clean driving, I might add. So, welcome Charlie to GR. Let's see, on board with CSAS. That's what everyone wants to see. So, as a bookkeeper, it might be one of those nights where I lose my money if CSAV's at $1.05 doesn't win. Mason, oof. Big amount of oversteer there. On the edge of the corner, right on the tail, yep. That's very easily done. So Mason with that mistake just lets CSAVs by. O10s now will be really feeling the pressure. So let's see, O10's still with pretty good ERS. So we have 10 laps to go. Elmo manages to get in front of Charlie, I see. He's having a bit of a wee look here. Charlie braking a bit later there. Could have outbroke Elmo maybe a little bit there. Reclaim that position. Rico's right on the tail of Mason. So I'd say Rico and Mason are going to have a good battle, and we're going to have a good battle between CSAVs and O10s as we have 9 to go. Seems like CSAV's maybe locked up a little bit there and just didn't quite hit that corner. O10's with all the ERS in the world. So I'd say O10's will start to fully deploy it. That would make him Charlie Brown. Aren't you funny, HK? I like that one. Just having a look at Rico again. V-Duck's not too far off the pace too as well. CSAV's O10s, yeah, now O10s is starting to use the ERS a bit more. I think Savs is gonna really be fighting for this. Given O10s has really managed his ERS. I bet you do, HK. Given that O10s has managed his ERS so well, it's going to be very tricky for Savs to get by, but you never know. He doesn't win league after league for no reason, and so we are starting to see some of the back markers. Charlie getting out of the way there. Gets out of the way of both the drivers. That's good. That definitely slowed O10s down a bit though. Charlie doing well there, being a good sport with the blue flags. That's what I like to see.
You see a yellow flag in Sector 2. Not sure who that was.
Oh, and O10s loses it to CSAVs. CSAVs ran very wide there. That's surely got to be a warning. But O10s has more ERS, and he gets the position back. So there you have it, folks. And there we go. CSAVs issued with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. All right, folks. I don't know if CSAVs is going to win. Oh, if he's going to win, he has to pull 3 seconds in front of O10s. He does not have the ERS management that O10s does. I really think VDUX issued with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I really don't think CSAVs is going to win. He might not even get third. Given that penalty, he ran very wide there as soon as I saw it. Yeah, well, HK. See, if I had you in my ears, like if we were co-commentating, I would have believed you. But when it's text, I you know. Oh, and CSAV's just, yeah, losing a bit of traction there as well. I think the nerves are getting to him. CSAV's got a lot of work to do here, since we have 6 laps to go. A lot of work. Rico not too far off Mason at this point. Rico with a good amount of ERS could probably just punch it along here. Chooses not to. Mason does. So that's actually not a bad decision, because he can probably get that slip. Let Mason burn up his ERS. And the rest will be history. So we right on board with CSAVs. Managed to catch back up to O10s, but like I said, needs to get 3 seconds in front. Still just CSAVs just nowhere near enough ERS.
So he's going to be praying for a miracle.
Just like I said, folks, O10s either does really well or really shit, and today he's doing really well. So it still sucks that we can't have that O10 sec relationship that we had at the start of the season, which was just amazing in terms of a team. But Sailor V on board with Rico now. I'd say Rico's going to get the job done on Mason. Savs will be really hoping that O10s can pull them 3 seconds in front of Mason. Otherwise, as it stands, Savs is P4. Maybe even P5, because VDUX is right on their tail. This is going to be a very interesting finish. We're not too far away, folks. Interlagos is delivering. As always, shout out to all the sponsors. SullyShirts.com, Shutter Media, and SimRacingSA.co.za. Please check out all our sponsors. We love them so much. And I love them so much too. So on board with VDUX, we see Rico right on the tail there of Mason, as VDUX runs a little bit wide, but not enough to get a penalty. So Savs, if Savs can get in front of O10s here, which I don't think he will. Yeah, they're both deploying their ERS. He really needs to get in front of him, because then he could probably find that 1 second that he needs. And then he'll come P2. So. Oh yeah, Shutter. Yeah, Millsy's a legend. Yeah, definitely everyone check out Shutter Media. Now, Millsy's a god at photography. I wish I was good at photography. So, on board with V-Ducks. I think we're going to finish the way where we are currently. The rain does seem to be coming down a bit more heavily, but they're definitely not going to come in for those wets. We're only going to have, what, 4 more laps after this? Three more, sorry. CSAB's just praying that O10s can increase that gap, but O10s probably doesn't care. So yeah, that CSAB's ERS management has let him down. I can definitely understand why he has deployed as much as he has, but hasn't panned out today. It's looking like okay. It is actually looking like they, if O10s and CSAVs maintain these last lap paces, Savs might just get the second. Oh, whoa, yeah, just the slippery conditions. The rear end just came out very heavily there. Oof, very unfortunate because CSAVs was looking good. They are approaching back markers, so if they can catch up to them, we've got 2 more laps. If they can catch up to, I don't know who that is. Let me have a look. Is that, it might be the Viking. So if they can catch him, put a bit of a gap between them, they might get the stunt. Oh, sorry, Sabs might get it done. Otherwise, it looks like he will get third. An HK move. You don't want to know what a smoky move is. I don't think they're going to catch him, but we are about to start the last lap. Let's give a bit of loving to some other drivers. So Charlie, currently in P10, he will get points, so well done. Again, the first race I've actually ever commentated with him. Viking in P9. He really should have got off those, I think he was on the mediums from memory. He should have pitted onto the inters when he could have. Elmo then in 8th. Noxy, again, a new person in my commentary world, doing very well there in P7, so well done. Cheeky Otto in 6th. V-Ducks, always in the midfield, doing well in 5th. Rico, P4, not bad, not bad. We have Mason, a little bit off the pace, but he's definitely going to keep Rico behind him. We have CSAVs here just praying that O10s will go flat out. He does have that. He does have 3 seconds. He has 3 seconds now on Mason. Can they maintain it? Or will the Viking slow them down and then absolutely ruin any kind of podium chances for CSAVs? Now, it doesn't look like he will. So we'll ride on board with O10s. Absolutely brilliantly driven. Managed his ERS brilliantly. What a race. CSAVs can go by, but it doesn't even matter because of the time penalty. And there we have it. Look at that. Just over the line at the same time. So CSAVs in P2. Mason then. Rico, V-Ducks. Cheeky Otto will be next over the line. The McLaren fluffer. It could be. It could be. So funny. Oh. I haven't decided, but maybe the fluffer this week. No, in fact, yeah, it will be. I've just, yeah, in my ears, I'm just hearing it will be the McLaren fluffer. And I tell you what, he knows what to do with a bottle of champagne, if you get my drift. Anywho, Noxie next over the line in P7 Elmo, and we are just awaiting the Viking. Charlie has already finished. He was a lap down. The Viking was just in front of him as they went over the line, so he will be last to finish. And in P9. So that was an amazing race. That was awesome. Second last race of this season and of this game for the Schumacher series. Very well done to all involved. O10's driver of the day, I think that's very well deserved. O10's did extremely well there. He managed his ERS well. He had a great tyre strat. There he is doing a bit of pirouette. Accepts his trophy. And pops to Sean Dawn. You can see the fluffer in the background there, holding his trophy, and he's looking to be sprayed upon. No one's entertained that idea, so that's very unfortunate. So there we have, folks, the confirmation of the positions. O10's in P1. C-Sabs second and Mason in third. We then had Rico, Redux, Cheeky Otter, Noxie, Elmo the Viking, Charlie rounding out the top 10. We then had Hickey Cat, DNF, A-Lock with a DNF, Sinker with a DNF, and DJ Millsy, unfortunately, with a DNF as well on that first lap. We will have a quick look at the race director in case anyone is interested. There you have it. That's what happened in terms of warnings. And if anyone really cares, there's pit stops. Alrighty, folks. Well, I am done for this evening. That was a very good race. As I said earlier, love Interlagos. It is one of my most favorite tracks, and that was a very freaking entertaining race. We're going to leave the session. I will have a good night, HK, and for those playing the home game, we will have our last race on Sunday, and that will come from Abu Dhabi. It will be a very exciting race because I will be joined by the one, the only HK, and we will be co-commentating the final race of the season, and I'm freaking excited for that, and I hope you all are as well. So, like always, a big shout out to all the drivers. That was very entertaining. I'm excited too, HK, yeah. No, thank you for all the drivers that partook tonight. We have been a little low on numbers, but tonight was pretty good. 14 drivers, so good to see. Thank you to the Viking, the man, the myth, the legend, who makes it all happen. And last but not least, thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to Shutter Media. Thank you to simracing.co.za. And last but not least, thank you to Sully's Shirts. Anywho, my name is I Am a Spoke Machine. I've had a wonderful evening. I hope you all have a great weekend, and we will all catch up again on Sunday. Until then, take care of yourselves, and ciao, ciao.